Hello guys, today we're going to analyze Ruler and we're going to actually see what does he do to carry games and how does he play in Korea, Challenger. We're going to analyze an AD carry game. So let's take a look on his gameplay and let's actually explain his thought process and explain his ideas on the game. So right here, he just goes for the normal level 1 Korea cheese. They didn't leash, like none of the teams leash because obviously in higher elo, people don't like look to leash too much just because you want to get an advantage to get faster in the laney phase. So as we can see right now, he's looking to poke. He is 1v2, so he's not really going to do too many crazy things right here. He's just going to like play next range, auto attack the pike and chill. He's pretty confident right now, so he's not just farming with the Q because he knows that Yasuo level 1 is not the strongest and he can just play around the minions like this. Very good right now. He plays around minions like this. He knows that pike can't really go through the minions. So he's walking up because he's about to get level 2 advantage, trying to angle the Q. He's not going to dodge. So did you guys see that? He doesn't dodge. Why doesn't he dodge? He doesn't dodge because this is Challenger, this is high elo Korea, and in high elo Korea, the ruler knows that Pike is going to predict him. So that's because ruler knows Pike is going to predict him, ruler mind games him, and he doesn't dodge. It's not that he doesn't dodge because he's bad. Obviously, this is ruler, one of the best AD carries in the world. But he knows that Pike is going to throw the hook and anticipate the movement of ruler, and ruler is like, hey, what can I do? Well, I can double mind game him, which is like I don't dodge at all. And this is what he did, and boom, he just get a kill. He pushes the wave after before he recalls. Right now the wave is coming into him. He has a pretty good base right here. He can go tier, longsword, and go on the bot lane. He could have also gone for Shin, but in this meta, just mostly like tier start is like the casual one. Right now he is using the E to get faster to the laney phase. What I will do in this specific situation is that if the Krugs are up here, I will also look to Q the Krug so I can lower my cooldown of my E. That's what pro players do as well. In this case, unfortunately, the Hecarim just took the Krugs. It happens. He's going on the laney phase. He's probably just going to look to freeze right here. The wave is coming into him because he just pushed. For those of you who don't know, if you crush a wave to the enemy tower, the next wave that is coming in from their base is going to push into you. So as we can see, this is basically a byproduct of laney phase and wave state because of the ruler push crush after you get a kill. You want to crush the wave if you can. Right now he's going to play around his minions. We can see that the ruler positioning is like really amazing. He plays ultra aggressive because he has his Hecarim behind him. He's going to go in pretty aggressive right here, and he is going to look to Q. Right now he's probably going to just freeze. I don't think he's going to push. Okay, this is actually not a freeze, it's a slow push into them. So what I will do, I will like last hit here, and when the wave is here, I will like right now I will either like start pushing really fast or just stack one more wave. So what ruler wants to do right here is that he's stacking one more wave. The reason why he's stacking one more wave is because Hecarim is recalling. If Hecarim had gone into the enemy jungle, ruler probably just crushes this wave because he wants to be able to follow on the river. What did he do? He just flashed. I guess he just misclicked. So ruler is like one of the best players in terms of mechanics, and he still does like those kind of like with those things, like the mistakes and like mechanical stuff, right? So we can see that the ruler is like trying to push. He's probably just going to recall. I think he might get ganked here. This is the worst time to get ganked. The thing is, he has a huge wave. He just crashed 3 waves. Crash. Right now he's going to recall. Pike can't afford to stop recalls. Obviously, Pike should stop recall right now, but I mean, there is 3 waves in the tower. You're not going to like miss all of the experience. As you guys can see, after Pike got the most of the experience of the lane, he walked up to try to stop the ruler's base, but he knew that it's already like too slow. Right now Yasuo, if he's smart, he's just going to look to push, and obviously since this is Challenger, I think people know how to like manage their waves. He's just pushing. He's going to look to push and then recall. I think ruler can potentially can he freeze here? I don't think so, because the wave is like already into the tower. So what should ruler do right here? Well, very simple, just get the wave from into the tower and then just look to slow push. He should not push right now too fast. Right here he should not push unless like Hecarim does something crazy or ruler needs to like move on the river, but in this case exactly he's not pushing. He's probably going to look to 2 waves slow push here in this specific situation, just because again Yasuo is like right here, and this wave is going to transform into a freeze into his tower if he's slow pushing too much. Meaning that what he should do right now is that he should wait the next wave, and in a little bit, just in a little bit, he should start pushing. So right now, if it was me, I will start push. Let's see what ruler wants to do right here, and let's see, because I could also be wrong. We don't know his thought process like 100%. We can only assume So he's going to look to do 3 waves crush. So we can see that he wants to do 3 waves crush in this position. Let's see. Is he going to do it? Yeah, so he's going to slowly crush it. And right now he's going to get the big wave into the tower, look to pressure. The problem right now is that, yeah, he's just kind of screwed here. Yeah, this is a mistake by Ruler. You guys see this? So look at this. The only reason why he got ganked is because he didn't 2 waves crush, he 3 waves crushed. And Hecarim should have stayed and covered a little bit, because obviously if you slow push that wave, like, you're just going to get the other wave like stacked right here with the enemy team, right? So the problem between 3 waves crush there is that you need to wait, and the third wave you need to crush it when it's like right here, and it's so bad. So what should Ruler do? What should Ruler do? And look at this guys, look at this. Let's go back. Like, this is so cringe wave state. This is so bad. Like, this is so bad, and this is only because, like, right now it's just over. This is frozen right here. Like, this minion wave is coming into the Yasuo. Yasuo is going to go in the lane phase. He's going to freeze it forever. So right now Ruler is like knows this, and he spam pings his jungle like, hey, what, like, push the wave. I don't care, you're low. Like, fix my wave state. I don't want to lose this game. But this is again his mistake. So we can see that pro players do mistakes as well. Like, it's Ruler, right? It's Ruler. And right now he's just going to get the Crux here. Very interesting the way he actually beats the Crux. He's super efficient. He's kiting. He's just using the Q perfectly. For those of you who don't know, the passive of Ezreal gives 10% attack speed every single time when he hits an ability on someone. So for example, if he hits on someone or something, it could be on a minion, it could be a camp, or it could be a champion. Right now Ruler just gets the minions, and right now at the perfect time he goes bot lane. Why did he go for the Crux? It's very simple. It's because the Hecarim just pushed his wave into the tower, and obviously he also needs to get some farm into the lane. Right now he's going to look to freeze. He knows that he can freeze very easy, because in case Pyke is going to try to hook him, you guys might know. Do you guys know how Ezreal Arcane Shift works against the Blitzcrank hook? You know, right? When you're Eing the Blitzcrank hook, it's easy. That's the same thing with Pyke. If you angle it correctly, and if you like time it correctly, it's the same thing. So Ruler knows that, so he knows that there is absolutely no way Pyke is going to look to kill him, because if Pyke is going to look to strap to... Okay, they're fighting. Okay, is he going to heal? Okay, he didn't heal because he knew that he's dead anyways. Okay, let's see what he's going to do. Let's see the hook. Ruler is going to die here. Very interesting. So yeah, interesting. It's so annoying to play Ezreal against Yasuo. Like, Yasuo is like one of the best champions in terms of like if you play against Ezreal, like, it's so free win. Like, especially if you have Alistar Yasuo, or like if you have like Thresh, or like if you have like, maybe not Thresh. Rael is also okay. Rakan can work decently, but really with Alistar is like much better. Right now Ruler loses another wave. Yeah, interesting. He tried to freeze there, so what I was saying is that he tried to freeze, and he knew that Pyke can't really stop his freeze, because if he tries to stop his freeze and hook the Ezreal is just going to Arcane Shift away. So this is what happened here. Interesting that Ruler is one of the players where in solo queue, they're just testing limits over and over and just still testing. Like, he doesn't even care, right? And he's so good mechanically that he tested so much, and it feels like sometimes even in competitive he gets caught, or like he's playing too aggressive, or like, but he's an amazing player. He's just like, I completely love him. His mechanics are so good. He's extremely smart. Yeah, and he has a pretty wide champion pool. Like, his Ezreal is one of the best Ezreal in Korea, I think. Yeah, super good player so far. So let's see how he's going to play right here. So he's going to go mid lane. Pyke is there. They are moving into the mid lane because they just crashed the wave into the bot lane. Slowly moving into the mid lane. He's banning the camera right here. He's also pinging assistance right here. He's constantly looking at the fight to see if it's still available. If he wasn't still available, then he goes bot and takes his farm. Right now he committed to this play on the top lane, but we can see that he immediately goes to the bot lane because he knows that the top play is over. So he just goes back to bot lane. In this, usually in lower elos, it's so much better to like move towards mid lane, and if you don't get something like a very reliable or a free kill, you should just stay bot lane and take good wave. The reason why Ruler lost 50% of the wave here, and it's worth, and he knew that he's going to lose the wave if he commits to mid lane. The reason why he committed to mid lane is that he knew that there is going to be a fight to the Herald. He knew that if he's going to be there, he's going to make the difference, really. So what he wanted to do is that he wanted to pat mid lane, he wanted to give up the wave on the bot lane, but he would have just get his head out. So this was a very, very good decision by him, and it was very clean the way he played it with the macro. Obviously, we're talking about a player like one of the best players on Ezreal in the world, so we kind of expect this from Ruler. It's going to be interesting right here how much he's going to stay for this Drake. If it was me, okay, he doesn't stay for the Drake because Hecarim is like, hey, why should we waste tempo? Sylas is there, maybe he's coming. We don't have TP right now on the Poppy. So we're just going to play slow. Ruler, just push the wave and recall. Like this time doesn't need to recall into the brush because Yasuo just spawned right now. So he's just chilling. Yeah, so let's see what he's going to do. Interesting that he's getting his Trinity. He's playing against Sylas, Queen, Yasuo, Pyke, and yeah, so interesting that he goes for Trinity. Right now there are 3 builds on Ezreal. There is Trinity build, there is like Essence River build, and there is Divine build. Divine build is by far the worst one. The most consistent one is the Trinity, and the highest damage one is the Essence River. He's probably just going to go for Trinity, just because with this Trinity build he has the extra HP, and this allows him to like play him a lot more forward. Very, very interesting. Yeah, this could be P-Zeng on his Yasuo. It's very interesting that Yasuo is a champion that he can play him on like every single role. So right now, Ruler, he's in a very, very ahead position. He also got some jungle attention, jungle love right here. He's going to play super, super aggro. We can see that how he maximized his Q. Look at this, guys. Guys, look at this. So he has his passive right now on 3 stacks, and he knows that his passive is running away. So what he's doing is not using his Q on the minion instantly. He's waiting his passive to go down, and then just last second, right before his passive is going down, he uses Q on the minion. So what I'm trying to say here is that he tries to maximize his abilities, and he tries to maximize his passive. As in, he doesn't just use Q instantly to keep the passive up for 2 more seconds. No, he maximizes the passive. He waits the passive to almost go and run out, and then just right before it runs out, then he Qs another minion, and this way he actually keeps the passive for longer. This is something very little that people even when they watch his replay, they don't see it. They don't even see it. It's so subtle. But the thing is, when it comes to the difference between pro players, or the difference between, you know, if you compare 1 KLP challenger with 1.5 KLP or 1.2 KLP, it's not all big macro wave management. No, everyone knows that, you know, in challenger. But the difference is going to be made by the subtle things, what I showed you right here, maximizing the passive of the Ezreal. And there are hundreds of things that those pro players do. For example, like when he knew that he knew that Yasuo is right here, and he just pushed the wave, and he didn't go into the brush, or he didn't go in alcove, or he didn't go like close to over a wall, like right next to the wall. He just recalled in place in the middle of the lane. Some other players will be like, hey, but why didn't he recall in the brush? No, he knew his limit. He knew his limit. But if you're going to watch a master player, maybe a master player will actually go into the brush. So things like that, very small, right? Like maybe a master player will actually know that. I think a D4 will not know. But so what I'm trying to say is that the more you go on the ladder, the more the subtle things are going to matter. If you're playing in gold, ooh, you over the wall? Ooh, okay. So he just escapes. Right now, this game is quite easy right now, just because his teammates are just winning right now. We'll have to take a look to see what they are going to do in the later stages. Interesting that Ruler is playing super aggressive, and he even pings. P-Zeng doesn't use his wind wall. Look how aggressive he's playing. Like, he doesn't even care. He knows that, like, he knows every single limit that the champion has, and he's always like, if Pyke wants to go on him, he's always like trying to get close to over the wall. Just because if you're close to the wall, you can just E over the wall, and then you get so much space. You get so much distance and so much space, right? The hook buff buffers. I see. It's great. That sounds good. Perfect. So he's just pushing like super hard here. Pushing hard. Right now he's just going to look to follow his jungle, giving a little bit of love, and then right here he's probably going to E over the wall, go on the Yasuo. He's going to wait his tornado, and then right now he's going to go on. Beautiful execution. Very patient. Very patient. And then right now he's going to use the ultimate very soon on about 4 people or 3 people right here. Let's see his angle using W max range. Forgot about the heal though. I know he's going to get a kill, probably going to use his E to push the minions, because there is absolutely no threat in this situation. So this is what he's going to look to do. He's going to push. He's going to just get the tower. And yeah, so he's using Q right now as well. Ooh, I think he just wins this. Heal, Q, flash. Ooh, dodging. Pike is too good. Pike is too good. Pike is too good. Did you see that? Pike is too good. Pike is too good. Pike is too good. Like, it's just crazy. So he just tried to dodge, but Pike just kept the hook so much because he knew that ruler is ruler, and you know, ruler is ruler, and he's going to like trying to fucking dodge, right? So what Pike did is that he just used like charging the hook for space. What do I mean by that? Like, if I try to charge the hook as Pike and the Ezreal is going to dodge forever, like go left and right and left and right and I can just walk towards him and just be melee, right? The player that follows me up when I'm Pike and the player that follows me up is going to just get in range because the enemy indicator is just moving, dodging, and I don't need to throw the hook. I don't need to hit the hook. I just need to use it for distance, because if I throw it and I miss it, obviously I'm just going to what? Okay, I miss it, then Ezreal is just going to run. So I'm just going to lose the kill. But if I just try to hook and like never like throw it, of course, if I know I'm going to hit it, I'll just go and hit it. Like, usually what people do is that they are keeping the hook so much that they are getting super close to the target, and when they are in melee, that's when they throw it, because the closer you are to the target, the harder it is for you to miss the skill shot, right? So this is what he did. Right here, he also did the EQ aimbot on Ezreal, for those of you who are like main Ezreal and like you know how to play him. And yeah, this is basically ruler. He has 155 farm in 17 minutes, which is, for him, it's like normal. He played extremely well. Good mechanics, very good wave management. He had a few mistakes in my opinion with the wave, but that costed him a little bit. He also tested his limits, like he wasn't really playing safe. I mean, ruler is not a safe player. He's in fact one of the most aggressive, if not the most aggressive player in Korea on AD carry. So he played really well this game. So thank you so much guys for watching, and let me know if you like this kind of content when I'm analyzing like a pro player. And if you want to see more, yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and let me know if you like this kind of video. Bye bye. For those of you who are struggling winning and climbing in solo queue but are serious about getting better, I also do coaching for players that want to improve and get their gameplay to the next level. Coaching can't make you better if you just play normals and ARAMs and don't like playing ranked, or you don't care about improving, you just play for fun, or let's say you just play the game for like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours per week, and that's about it. Coaching doesn't help you. Coaching can help you if you feel hard stuck, if you struggle carrying games, if you want to stop wasting time auto-piloting and not learning anything on your games, if you run into a circle for a long time, coaching can help you. If you want to find out the mistakes that hold you back, or simply maybe you have problems with the wave management, maybe you feel lost throughout the mid game, maybe you struggle with the decision making, macro, and you just want to learn how to do it properly from a professional coach. Or let's say you have difficulties checking the enemy jungle and you die a lot to ganks. Or simply maybe you just want to learn how to carry 1 versus 9 so you can actually climb and stop really wasting time. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and book your own coaching now and start improving instantly. I'll see you in the session.